of just entered into this world, and it's been really, really fun. I started with listening to the Penny Arcade podcast with Chris Perkins running D&D with Will Wheaton and the rest of Acquisitions Incorporated, which ended up getting me very, very excited about Dungeons & Dragons and playing role-playing games, especially with D&D Next coming out soon. I haven't actually played Dungeons & Dragons yet, but I've gotten my feet wet with GMing Pathfinder and playing a Lord of the Rings role-playing game every 2 weeks online with a friend of mine who's GMing and several other people, which is really fun. I'm a Wood Elf warrior whose mom made lembas bread and passed the skill on to me, because I guess that's like a girl elf thing, but something about being high in the elf stuff. So I have as much lembas bread as I could have possibly made in a day and a half before we started our journey to somewhere north of Rivendell, sort of where I grew up in Mirkwood, but across and over mountains in a place I can't name because I don't remember it, but there's supposed to be orcs there. We also got a box starter kit of Pathfinder, which I GM'd once, just like the first part of the starter kit adventure, and I hope to do again. I have a lot of fun GMing and making stuff up, and I like that. And I like being able to play off the characters to keep the story moving and keep people interested while they're playing. I'm hoping to eventually and soon get through the starter adventure, because everyone will understand the basic mechanics of the game, which is the only reason I'm going with the starter adventure. But after that, I can start making up my own stories, which I think my group will enjoy more, and I'm really, really looking forward to doing that. On a related note, Dungeons & Dragons, or Wizards of the Coast, recently released this game called Dungeon Command, which is basically like a miniature RPG kind of thing that plays similarly to War Machine in the sense that you have little characters that you move, but it's also dueling and really fun stuff in a dungeon, and you get to be a dragon, which is way cool. And Alex made a video talking about how it works with the cool people, and it's really awesome, so check it out.
Dungeon Command is a new miniature wargame from Wizards of the Coast. This particular box is Heart of Cormire. Usually you'd play with 2 boxes, but in this case we only had 1, and so we used the special rules for splitting up an army. You can see it comes with map tiles, which you can put together. Very clever. Directions. And it also comes with these very nice miniatures. Each miniature has a card with all of its hit points, statistics, and you can apply damage to these cards by putting these little tokens on. Now as you go through the game and your characters are killed, on your commander card, your morale will go down, and once it reaches 0, you lose the game. But each round your leadership goes up, which means you'll be able to bring in reinforcements at some point. Now there's no dice in Dungeon Command, so beyond basic attacks, you use order cards to do special actions. You draw 1 each round, like Invigorating Smash, which you can then play against your opponent. They also have defensive cards they can play back at you, and so on and so forth. Whoa, I didn't see that one coming. Bottom line, this is a really fun game that you can play when maybe you're not quite up for a full-on War Machine battle. Besides, it has dragons.
Last episode, Clone Kiri mentioned a giveaway when she snuck in after I was done filming, and she didn't really give any details, but I put them in the description because that's where she said they would be. So basically, the owner of the game store that I go to every Thursday and play board games at, Dirigo Hobbies, if you live in Maine and want to go there because it's awesome, wanted to sponsor some giveaways. And the first thing that he offered was this vintage YuGiOh collection, which is awesome. So basically, to enter, you can you like this video and then comment, well, either on this video or last episode's video. And you have to comment because otherwise, if you just like it, I can't see, because I don't see anybody's names who likes it, so commenting is good, do all the comments. And for an additional entry, you can like the Dirigo Hobbies and KieryGeek Facebook page, links in the description. And leave a comment there, that way I know to enter you again for your additional entry. And in the next episode at the end of this month, we will be announcing the winner. Also, another really exciting thing, because last episode passed and reached 100 views before it had been up for a week, I released a bonus video on the Facebook page of KieryGeek, and I thought that because everybody is so awesome, I would tag it up here, so now you can watch me play the one song I know really well on the piano! Next episode, we'll have an interview and the winner of the YuGiOh giveaway, which will be way cool. You don't have to be in the US to enter. I can go to the post office and ship internationally. Just allow for like a really long time of shipping before you get it, because it takes a really long time.